Chapter 16. The World War charges on. It is fully going against the Zaquinians. The war had begun well for the Aquarians. Their army had taken the first bold step of aggression. It crossed the Amaland frontiers and made crucial occupations. That action gave them a sense of superiority over their enemy nation, and it also made big impact on the mind of the whole world. During those good but gone days, to take a city was easy for the Zaquinians. The war was moving and paying according to plans. There was neither any serious problem nor strong resistance. The spoils of war were huge, and soldiers got large portions. Their dream of global conquest was already fulfilling, and the Zaquinian world empire seemed rising. Weavers were talking wonders about the watermen. Zaquinia was being overpraised in Erisha for a long period. The air people were hoping for the quick defeat of King Domagan, whose notorious troublemaker image disturbed international peace. Majority of Erishans wanted the noisy demagogue quietened, and they wished to see his global ambition end. But today, Domagan is getting the upper hand. Great fear spreads over Erisha and goes beyond. Newspapers carry headlines about the new dangerous developments. Many have also published the threatening words of Domagan, and they interpreted those to be against Erisha. Domagan denies all and sends good words, but it is just to avoid two-front warfare. But he cannot be trusted. Erishans are well aware of that. Increased debates and demonstrations are everywhere. The peacemakers are again asking for more of the peace efforts. The mongers are calling for immediate entry into the war. Erishan government increases the air army to double. More weapons and facilities are also being made. Now, in the bad situation, the Zaquinian army is steadily retreating. The Amalands are pushing in all the war sectors. There is an increasing Zaquinian loss of control and confusion. The Amaland superiority has become very overwhelming. Landmen are more encouraged and determined to free their land of all the invaders. Battle line returns and stretches along the coast. Zaquinians are being pushed back into the ocean. Half of their forces are fast sailing to islands of Otino. King Megalord is being helped between rocks to escape. There is a lasting uproar with exclamations at extreme left. Theophilus has lost balance, rolling down and land crashes. He is lifted and is being treated with cross-cracked shell. Land populace gathers on the rocky coast watching. The defeated Zaquinian army in its mass is going away. King Domagan arrives with smile, being carried shoulder high. More civilians of nearby communities are also arriving. Their villages have been under enemy control. It is a great moment of relief for local people and a day of pride for the land patriots. Celebration begins. Army band is beating, people are singing and dancing. Other happy crowds are joining, men, women, and children. Each reaching hastily can see enemies, long way down in the ocean. Everybody is telling his or her bad experiences under the enemy misrule. Everyone turning back to multitudes of fellow countrymen. Happily lends voice singing as well as dancing. Domagan has won. He feels on top of the world. He stands smiling on a rock overlooking the ocean water. The king is happy to see great numbers of his subjects going so wild. Land military chiefs and common soldiers are also rejoicing. All is praising and cheering around the king, who watches his challengers run away. King Domagan turns. Louder cheer rises, skywards. He faces his people with broad smiles. The elephant lifts up his head, standing on toes. King Domagan looks towards sky with widespread hands. He proudly declares before his people saying, "The world is ours." The crowd goes wild cheering and shouting, "Hail the King of the world." The victory of the Amalands spells doom. Their success threatens all hopes of future peace. The Erisian public is generally alarmed and worried. People are calling on air government to take a decisive action. Zaquinians will be remobilizing and will return with renewed power. Amaland will be heading fast to attack Zaquinia as soon as possible. The world war will enter a higher dimension. This time, there is a new situation. The Zaquinians are taking things slowly with a new bigger plan. But Amalans are not waiting long to attack the Water Nation. Experience has taught Zaquinians not to hurry. But Amalans have learnt the contrary. One's mistake is others' wise counsel. The state of war is still existing. Before the Water Army decided to withdraw, the Zaquinian king had set up a commission. It was assigned to redraw plans for the war mission. He also created new decrees for compulsory conscription. The aim was to reform Water Army by increasing the men and materials. Today, the Water Army is being enlarged to include women and children. Many are also being forced to serve in the military. The General Mobilization Commission holds meetings from sunrise, all noon, and into late nights. The main objective of the new war plan, apart from many other things, is to enlarge the Zaquinian army 10 times that of Amaland. Recruitment exercises are on throughout the Waterland. New men, women, and children are already training in campuses opened everywhere. Water officials have gone to Arisha. They are buying more and better weapons. Some air suppliers are already landing some materials. Larger quantities of other military imports are expected soon. Minor tools and goods are being made by the water local factories. Diplomats are traveling and attending conferences worldwide to seek international support and political alliance. Health provisions are also being made. Doctors, nurses, and various specialist physicians are being selected and trained to work in war situation. Chemists are in Zaquinian bushes getting herbs, roots, and leaves. They are preparing, preserving, and packaging medicines, which would be used to treat injured soldiers. When war resumes in the near future, Transport Service Unit is being formed. It will be moving and distributing materials, clothes, weapons, drinks, food, and fruits in the war fronts. Special water supply units are also being formed. It is being equipped with containers for liquids. Toad scientists are studying in laboratories. Wet vests are also being developed. Taxes and other levies are being imposed. Task forces are everywhere making collections. Cash, precious metals, stones, artworks, and other decorations are being collected from homes and public places in the Waterland. Private stores are broken into in search of funds for the Zaquinian army. Maximum quantity of grain is being imported from Arisha that is meant for the Water Army. Tonight, in GMC meeting, 2 black cats have been listening. The Zaquinian war commissioners are not aware of them. Amaland spies are not seen by the Water Royal Guards on night duty. The cats get and pass information to chameleon colleagues at nights. The chameleons keep changing their color to avoid being caught, whilst they smuggle out coded information during the daytime. GMC members tonight are planning how to kidnap Domagan. A catfish notices little light that blinked once inside, an overgrown flower plants in the meeting scene. He suspects it must have come from a cat's eye, in hiding. He goes there pouncing on the plant, shouting, "Spy! Spy! Spy!" And other GMC members join, all chasing. More guards are alerted in the situation. They spring into action chasing and searching. The smart moving cats run, trying to escape out of scene. The cats normally close their eyes while listening in hidden dark places, but one had opened his eyes in shock, hearing about the kidnap plan. Gobanov, one of the cats, is eventually caught after long chase, but William, the other, luckily escapes capture. Espionage activity is not new. It often occurs in Zaquinia and Amaland. The planers have to continue after the interruption. They must meet up with the date set for